Shalom, shalom. Kahalayam Layahal Bashimi Hawashai. Baharakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders. Peace, blessing, mercy, and salutation to all the brotherhood out there teaching truth and sincerity. In the name of Yahal Bashimi Hawashai. Let me see if I got that volume up. Alright. Alright. So this is Genesis 25 and 26. And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. So I'm going to read a couple more things on Jacob and Esau. And the boy, Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Jacob was a plain man, dwelling in tents. Alright. Let me read a couple more. Genesis 25 and 28. And Isaac loved Esau, because he did eat of his venison, but Rebekah loved Jacob. Genesis 25 and 29. And Jacob sowed pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint. Alright, so that's the precursor. So, let's see. Alright, so this is on well, let's go back all the way. See if I can find it. Jake is getting roused up, which is it's right here on the top of the screen. You see, I took a screenshot video of someone else's video. You can see the name back behind it. And it's titled "No Help for Homeless Americans, just illegal migrants." And then when we went to the comments, and we scroll, and this video got 10,000 hits. And you can read it for yourself. See, look at, we have mixed feelings. But I'm gonna go to how this one from the at user BJ2LK8YE2W 12 days ago, it said, "First you need to stop smoking crack, dude." But Jake said he's got a job and he can't afford to pay rent. So that was a first so-called racist comment. And then it just goes along. See, so, and this one is what caught my eye from, I can't even highlight it. Alright, so let's see. It's gonna be the one where the thumbs up is gonna disappear and reappear. Why he smokes crack? Question mark. Is it 'cause he black? Question mark. Is it 'cause he dressed a certain way? Question mark. Period. Period. Man just said he has a full-time job, right? So if he has a full-time job, he's probably not smoking crack. He just can't afford to pay rent, and that's gonna get bad right now, like in these times. And at the very bottom it says, "Bro, are you hearing what he's saying?" Question mark. We got born and raised American citizens in capitals that are out here busting their humps trying to survive and getting denied from shelters. Jeez. Meanwhile, illegal immigrants are being put up in 4-star hotels for free. It literally makes no sense, but I guess people like you won't get it till it's you and your family. I'll give that one a heart. Back to the scriptures. Genesis 25 and 30 says, "And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom." And that's basically the start of the fight. And because Esau was hungry, he he did this. Genesis 25 and 34. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink. Well, let's go to it. See, verse 31 says, "And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright." 32 says, "And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die. What profit shall this birthright do to me? And Jacob said, Swear to me this day. And he sware unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob." And then that's when this happened. Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. Alright, now let's look for, whoops. Probably won't be in there. Alright, let's see. The time of Jacob. Oh, that's why we got the internet. So even though this is about the deliverance from Babylonian captivity, um, it's also prophecy for what's going to happen. Alright, so Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So, let's see, I think there's something in... Alright. Damn. This is 2nd Ezra 15. And 14, I'm going to start it. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people. Or, never mind. Let me read that one again. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in the hand. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So that means that they're going to have the ability to be like, fuck the authority, I'm the authority. And that usually translates to a weapon in their hand that helps subdue the whatever you're looking for, you know. And verse 15 says, one people should stand up and fight against another. It's going to be Jacob against Esau, right? Man. And this whole chapter 15 is pretty good. Oh, damn. It's pretty bad. And just to let you know that it's not talking about any ancient Babylon. Verse 60 says, this is 2nd Ezra 15:60. And in the passage, they shall rush on the idol city, and shall destroy some portion of the land, and consume part of thy glory, and shall return to Babylon that was destroyed. And thou shalt be cast down by them as stubble, and they shall be unto thee as a fire. And that's a prophecy in Obadiah 1:18. Shoot. And let's see if there's any good one. Oh yeah, 51 says, thou shalt be weakened as a poor man, a poor woman with stripes, and as one chastised with wounds, so that the mighty and lovers shall not be able to receive you. And that's like, say the the tariffs or the sanctions you put on your lovers would be that's why Babylon's a whore. These other nations that do business with you, man. And read it. I'm gonna read it again. Thou shalt be weakened as a poor one. So Jerusalem is then to a woman, and when you say Jerusalem, that refers to the people, right? And as one chastised with wounds. So if you're hurting, you ain't about doing shit. Like you're down and out. So that the mighty and lovers, the mighty and the lovers would be NATO and the EU because they have become strong off the United States because of their military support. Now they're strong enough to say, we don't need y'all. And the lovers would be the other countries that are making money on the business part of the world. And in verse 47 it says, Woe be unto thee, thou wretch, because thou hast made thyself like unto her, and hast decked thy daughters in whoredom, that they might please and glory in thy lovers, which thou have always desired to commit whoredom with thee. That's talking about the people in Babylon, or the people that prescribe to that Babylonian, most likely 2/3 because it's not, for them. All right. 44 is pretty good. But I'm going to start at, Select it. And this is all prophecy. 44 says, They shall come to her and besiege her, and star in all wrath shall they pour out upon her. Then shall the dust and smoke go up unto the heaven, and they that be about her shall bewail her. You're gonna be like, oh no, we can't make money anymore. Man, I'm doing this injustice. So let's go back to the comment. And it really doesn't, these people are just divided. It doesn't matter what color you are. They're going to disagree with each other. Like, for instance, the potato famine, which is fucked up. Because the Irish people were on an island, and the British introduced some sort of fungus that killed a third of their potatoes. And they were still taxing their shit and making them export goods. So their people were dying off. So you might want to think about that. And I'm going to do, when we go to camp next week, we didn't go this week because it was raining. But when we go next week, I'm going to say something about the potato famine. And that affected Irish people. And those people look white, but they ain't white. Because how could white people do that to their own kind, right? Because the other people that thought they were white weren't thinking that the other people that were suffering were. So you might want to think about something like that. And another good example is basically Hitler did what to his own people, you know, because if you go study, come to find out Hitler was a so-called Jew. And, you know, because what color were the people that were living in Germany when he was doing that in Auschwitz? Same color as him. You know, so it's not always like that. And I think it's time for, you know, a change in policy, I would say. There's always been, you know, like the stigma of only black uh, Israelites, right? But there's many different colors. So this is just a video showing you how everything's based on race. They all say he sounds like DMX, but he's just upset, man. That's just how excited man sounds. Alright, so with that I'm gonna say Shalom.